This is the Finlandia Report. We're here with men's soccer head coach Scott Chrysafidis. Well, coach, we had a good jump from last year. 4 wins, 3 games this year we lost by a goal. I think having depth made a big difference. Last year we had 14 kids. This year we had 21 to 24. And not only because of making that a difference in the record, I think it helped you how you coach defensively and offensively this season.
Yeah, I definitely think it was an improvement from last year. We definitely struggled just because how young we were, but that just comes with time. So having 15 freshmen come in this year, it definitely helped us develop. I expected a lot more from those individuals as well. My goal is to get to the program, so we have about 25 to 28 players hopefully for the 2020 season. And I think that's really going to help increase our depth as well as our ability to get even more wins.
I think a big thing to look at that shows you how far this team came. We had 15 freshmen on the team, and we had 2 really strong showings against a premier program, UW-Whitewater, who qualified for nationals. The regular season, we held them scoreless for the first 52 minutes, and in the conference tournament, we were tied 1-1, and we were down only a goal with 30 minutes to go. Again, pretty impressive to do that with a very young team. What are your thoughts on those games?
Yeah, well, obviously Whitewater is one of the top programs in the region. That's why they were able to get that bid into the national tournament. First time around when we played them, we held them scoreless through the first half. Unfortunately, we had 2 goals within a 7-minute period. But then again, we had about 7 to 8 freshmen starting that game. And I definitely think playing that game helped our young guys, definitely learn and get everything put into perspective. So when we did have that opportunity to play in the playoffs, we had a certain game plan going in. It did work in the first half. At one point we were tied 1-1, so it's definitely incredible to score against them, especially when we scored a pretty classy goal. I think we had about 9 freshmen starting that game. As the second half came around, it was definitely tough because Whitewater was basically doing a line change, taking 11 out, putting 11 in. And we were pretty thin for that tournament. I think we only traveled about 14 to 15 guys. So I'm definitely proud of the way that we evolved and developed throughout the season, for sure.
We had 4 all-conference guys this year. Kwasi Kortang, a freshman, just phenomenal goal scorer and great moves on the field. Jalen Gonzalez, who was more the kind of the guy that set the goals up, but also held the ball to get him in scoring position, but he had a good scoring ability as well. Noah Risenen has just been amazing in the net, and Zach Whitman has been the heart and soul of this team for the last 3 years on defense. Let's talk a little bit about those players.
Yeah, I knew Kwasi coming in would definitely have special talent for us, and he helped a ton. I think halfway through the season as well, when our team started playing together, that definitely helped him in his aspect. So that was definitely a plus to see. Zach and Noah played for me last year, and so I knew their abilities and their capabilities for this upcoming season. I wouldn't expect anything less. And it's just great to have those 2 guys as leaders, and they were captains this past season. And I think going into our 2020 season, as we have both those guys back, it's definitely going to help, especially when we have a big class of freshmen coming in once again. Shalen's definitely something that stuck out to me. I basically had him playing defense for half the season, and then ended up moving him up to the midfield position. And I think playing defense gave him a different mindset. And as we moved him up halfway through the season, he was able to put up quite a few points. So I'm definitely looking forward to what he can do as a full season as an offensive player in the 2020 season. I can see him doing big things.
Well, definitely one of the hallmarks of your coaching philosophy is conditioning and toughness. We were a very tough team 2 years ago. We were tough last year. Games that we lost were not lost because for lack of hustle. Coach, you had a good season. I think we're right on the right steps now to turning this program around and going upward and onward, and we want to wish you the best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Finlandia Report, brought to you by the Sports Information Office.